pull up in that top dollar. Yeah. She got that top.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a team that can really move the ball. The Seahawks are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against a 49ers team that wants to control the game as well.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Wilson. A screen here to Vereen. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again, it's Hyde. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find a his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll set up a throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now it's, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Play clock winding down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's in for the 49ers score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wilson on second down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Hyde. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Bradley Pena now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Wilson again for Rawls. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to
have on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could... From the gun, it's Wilson. A dump off to Marine. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, this is Rawls. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll give to Hyde. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gold now out to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run high. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. From the shotgun, Wilson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Carlos Hyde was the target. That'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun! Let's go! Green, over! All right, now, look at 56. Look at, here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
All right, here we go.
Handoff comes to Hyde. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10. Back to throw here. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On second down, Rawls. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To Green, out in the flat. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And an alley to run. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jaron Reed forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Brandon, out. Violating any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A 10th carry for Hyde, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll look to throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jaron Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
Going to take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now it's Wilson. Amendola catching it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver. Watch 33.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. Green 30. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10. Now a run with Hyde. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Green!
He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run high, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They run it again with Hyde. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Garcon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know